After season 2 came to a close, we finally got answers to some of our questions about our beloved Pearson family. We learned exactly how Jack died. We watched Beth and Randall take in a foster child. We saw Kevin continue to struggle with addiction. And Kate and Toby finally went down the aisle. But as season 3 begins, we still have a lot of questions. Why are Kevin and Zoe headed to Vietnam? Why can't Toby get out of bed? And who is the ominous her Randall and Tess aren't ready to see? We don't have all the answers, but here's what we know so far about season 3 of This Is Us. Advertisement. Continue reading below. This Is Us season 3 will premiere on September 25th. Season 3 will start on Tuesday, September 25th at 9 p.m. Est. When NBC announced the date on their Instagram, they posted a calendar highlighting Jack's birthday and the Big Three's birthdays. It's captioned, "There's no you, there's no me, there's just US." Deadline reports that in January 2017, NBC picked up seasons 2 and 3 at the same time for a minimum of 18 episodes each. Beth will definitely be alive. One of the cliffhangers season 2 left us with was a conversation between Randall and Tess. Tess says, "I'm not ready to see her," and Randall replies, "Me neither." Immediately, tons of people online predicted that they were talking about something ominous related to Beth. Some of the dark fan theories included ideas like Deja killed Beth and now Tess and Randall are visiting her in prison, and Beth is in hospice dying of cancer. Thankfully, we can all exhale because Beth will be alive in season 3. The actress who plays her, Susan Kelechi Watson, confirmed to TV Guide that her character will live on. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Addressing fans, she said, "Thank you guys so much for your concern. Beth is going to be alive. She so appreciates you having her back. Because many of you said you would fight somebody if it went down. I definitely appreciate on her behalf. She's sticking around." Of course, that means now we really have no idea what Randall and Tess could be referring to in that conversation. And she's going to have her own episode. We're going to learn a lot about our beloved Beth. According to creator Dan Fogelman, season 3 will be very Beth-focused. We have some stuff coming for Beth right away early in season 3 where you really learn about her and where she comes from and what her background is. That I think is going to be really exciting for the audience, Fogelman explained to E! News. We'll learn more about Jack's past. In an interview with People, Milo Ventimiglia, who plays Jack, confirmed that the new season will explore his time in the military. We're definitely going to see Jack in the Vietnam era. At the end of the Super Bowl episode when people were ultimately confronted with how he passed away, there was a trailer to show Jack in a helicopter over Vietnam in uniform. We're going to explore that side of Jack's 20s and what brought him into the man that we all knew, he said. This storyline could also include more information about Jack's brother, Nicky. We don't know much about the character, but we do know that he and Jack served together in Vietnam, and that Nicky died in the war. It's also possible that we'll learn more about Jack's experience and family through Kevin. Season 2 ends with Kevin studying a picture of Jack as he heads to Vietnam, so it's possible the show will set up certain parallels or callbacks between the two characters. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Jack's brother will be played by Michael Angarano. Amanda Edwards. Michael famously starred in Will and Grace as Jack, Sean Hayes' son. Now, the 30-year-old actor will be playing Nicky for season 3, according to Deadline. Besides Will and Grace, Michael can be seen in the Showtime series I'm Dying Up Here. He's also made appearances in Sun Dogs alongside Melissa Benoist and Allison Janney, and in Sam Boyd's In a Relationship with Emma Roberts. The actor confirmed the news in a tweet back in August and said that he's grateful and very excited to be in the show, and so is his grandma. Apparently, Kevin and Zoe's relationship will be further explored at the end of season 2. Many viewers were surprised to see who was snuggled next to Kevin on the plane. Beth's cousin Zoe. She and Kevin appear to be in a serious relationship, and creator Dan Fogelman hinted that we should pay attention to their journey. Advertisement. Continue reading Below at a South by Southwest panel, Fogelman said that fans should wonder where Kevin's relationship with the character who's basically a little sister to Beth is going to go, and that there's a very interesting familial dynamic there, as well as a racial dynamic that's going to be interesting to explore. Rebecca and Miguel's relationship will be a focal point. Mandy Moore said that viewers will absolutely come to like Miguel. It's hard to imagine Rebecca without Jack, and that she did move on with her life, but I feel like that is going to be the biggest battle of the show, is getting people to become Team Miguel. That storyline is going to be a big focus next season, she said. In an interview with Extra, showrunner Elizabeth Berger also told TV Line that Season 3 would explore their relationship's origins, and what Miguel and Rebecca's life in present times is like. A little bit more behind closed doors, Beth and Randall's marriage will be tested. Sterling K. Brown, who plays Randall, told People that Beth and Randall's marriage could experience some strain in Season 3, especially with the addition of Deja, who, as we've seen, might have some trouble adjusting to her new family. There will be a bit of an exploration of marriage with regards to Randall and Beth going through times that aren't all sunshine and rainbows, Brown said. And that's not to say that they are in danger of parting ways, but marriage is real and takes work. Advertisement, continue reading below. Advertisement, continue reading below. We might learn more about Deja's father. Season 2 gave us a lot of insight into Deja's backstory and her experience in the foster care system, but Berger pointed out that there's still a lot we don't know about Deja, like who her father is. One of the things that we may come to know more about next season, Season 3, is Deja's father, because we haven't yet talked about it at all, Berger said to Entertainment Weekly. Obviously, Deja has had almost no relationship with him, but she may know more about him than we previously let on. So, we'll get to know a little bit more about what that relationship is moving forward. We'll see how the big three cope with the aftermath of Jack's death. Though, we've seen some of the immediate aftermath of Jack's death, as well as the long-term effects it had on the big three. There's a crucial time period that showrunner Isaac Aptaker says they're excited to explore. I'm really excited to dig into this period that we haven't touched, which is this seminal year for the big three after the death of their father. It happened in February of their senior year of high school, which is a seminal time no matter what, he said to Glamour. They also had this tragedy occur, which affects the rest of their lives, so we're going to dive into that year where there are so many stories to tell about the decisions they make, and the way they react to their father's death shaped the trajectory for the next 20 years of their lives. Advertisement, continue reading below. There will be more flash forwards. Both Watson and Ventimiglia have indicated that there will be more flash forwards in Season 3. Now, we've seen Sterling's character, we've seen Randall in the future, Watson told TV Line, and we've seen Tess in the future. So that's probably an avenue that is gonna get explored. Ventimiglia also said that Fogelman had always had the intention to jump into the future. That was something we all knew going in, and when we saw that jump into grown-up Tess, adult Tess and older Randall, that was where he always wanted to go. I don't know that the show always lives there, but I think understanding that we do exist in the past, it makes sense that we'd exist in the future as well. He said to Entertainment Tonight. Toby's backstory will be explored. It's clear from the ending of Season 2 that Toby is struggling with some kind of illness, with many speculating that he is experiencing depression. Moving forward, as we get to know Toby better in Season 3, we're definitely going to be exploring his family and his relationships in a deeper way, Berger said to Entertainment Weekly. Kate and Toby will be thrust into some stressful situations as we move forward, and that will definitely have an impact on Toby's state of mind. Overall, the timelines will get more complicated. Aptaker warns that Season 3 of the drama show is going to push the limits of what people will comprehend. He elaborated on their shake-up plan at the summer TCA press tour in 2018. We are challenging ourselves in Season 3. Now that we've figured out that our audience is along for the ride, we're kind of breaking all the rules. We're challenging ourselves to jump to decades we've never been to before, and going to the future as we've seen a little bit, and really play with the storytelling format in a way that's just much more complicated than we were able to in earlier seasons, when we were kind of Showing people how the show worked, the TV writer went on to explain that, all bets are off for season 3 when it comes to following the 3 sibling storylines. So maybe we'll do an episode where every act is of different time. Maybe we'll have something that jumps 5 timelines in an episode, he said. Better pay close attention and strategically plan out those bathroom breaks during commercials. It sounds like missing a small detail here and there could make things very confusing.